Let's go across then to Hoffer Park and in Kimberley then and join our commentators. It's WIMBLEDON, Andy Capistanho in English, and in Afrikaans, John van Rensburg and Nick Boyer.
Welcome to the 34th Coca-Cola Craven week and the very picturesque city of Kimberley, the Hof Park we're at, and we await the first game of our daily broadcast to you of this entire Coca-Cola Craven week, and the first game is going to be between Border and Boland. Well, the Boland side with the Charles de Toy, the well-known de Toy farming family from Ceres, the captain, Lohan Bart, and we don't know yet whether he's a member of the Otti Bart family, but certainly a lot of unfamiliar names. Charles Peter Besson, number 1, who played last year's Craven Week, as did the other front rower, Gerrit Bester. And then they've got a more experienced in Ernst Janssen amongst the forwards who played in the Craven Week. The Border side as well, a few unknown quantities, but the guys who played in last year's Coca-Cola Craven Week, the captain, Bradley Stark, who is the number 8, he played last year, as did Jason Harper and Fergus Kennedy, the 2 centres. So we should see if they have the experience of having played last year. It always is a help, and it should be entertaining rugby between Boland. Boland haven't had a too great a start to the season. They lost to Western Province and they lost to Southwestern Districts in warm-up games, but I'm assured that they have got together and practiced well, and so they should give a good account of themselves. And Border always do so, coming from some well-known, quite a number of Selborne boys in the side. The hooker, Adrian Bowman, is from Dale. And then we see the fly half, Alex Stander from Hoërskool Grens. They're Border in the brown, and of course we'll await the Boland side in the familiar black, led on by Bart. With me this afternoon is Andy Capistanho. Andy, your first Craven week, and there's a lot of interest. Nice to see the youngsters coming through.
Absolutely, and remember, of course, that under the new SAFU directives, the 21 names of the provinces must include at least 6 players from the formerly disadvantaged communities. And nice to see SAFU giving a real kickstart to the development programme, and we look forward to seeing some real talent emerging during this week. Wonderful conditions. Very hard ground, of course. Wouldn't like to be a fullback with the ball bouncing great heights. Michael Katzenellenbogen is running the first game today. Remember, it's 2 games a day here on Supersport for the rest of the week.
So it'll be Boland to begin the game with their fly half Burger. Dutoy, Burger, that's nice handling. Those are the 2 guys, the 2 centres who played in that Coca-Cola Craven week last year. Nice advantage played there by Michael Katzenellenbogen.
Number 7, offside. Number 7.
Stephen Rustenberg looks a little bit like a young Neil Back, doesn't he?
He's from Queen's College. And so a chance here for Altus Meyer from the Hoërskool Vredenburg. Now, he's had experience. He's played in 2 Craven weeks in 95 and 96. That's a good kick by Altusberger, and a very good start for the Boland side. They started a lot of Altus Meyer rather, and they'll be happy with that start.
Alexander, the man getting the game going again for Border.
Fine, Fayette.
This is a good run. Dutoy, lovely pass. Well taken there by Nsali. And then good hands from Harper from Queen's College. McCowan. And now it's a chance here for Rustenburg.
Tackle ball. Brown.
Oh, Boland thought they might have just smuggled it away. And we'll see this little run by Rustenburg, who looks quite a pacey little flanker. Man responsible for the first penalty, though.
Stay behind, Fayette.
McCowan is just coming away with it is Stark, the number 8, and Stark's going to get in for the try. And a really good captain's try, that. Bradley Stark from Selborne.
Well, it was almost a mess up there. You see the scrum half not really releasing the ball to Stark as he would have liked, but Stark made so much of it that he's got over for the try. And there was a nice run on the outside by Mtshali, who was taking a little bit of the defence away, and Stark had enough space to drive over. That's a really good try.
So it will be Stander to take the conversion. Well, you can see the wind just blowing that ball over, and it is quite windy, a little bit of a wind blowing and Border playing into it. And a good attempt by Stander. And so this is a good little pop-up pass there by the scrum half. Now watch the strength of Stark as he darts off the inside, runs through those 2 tackles, and despite the attentions there of the cover tackler, Stark getting in for the try. Good try, that. I should think there'll be quite a few lads with grass burns at the end of this week. Stark again, very strong on the run now. It's Rustenburg. And that's a little bit haywire, but well picked up eventually by Kennedy. Oh, good little bit of running that by Kennedy. And very nearly the Peterson getting away from it. McCowan. And that's a good clearance by Stander.
Nice use of the advantage by Michael Katzenellenbogen there. You saw the knock on, but Boland were allowed to continue the attack.
So Kuchelenberg with the throw-in, and De Villiers going high. Then it was worked out by Lowe. This is now good running by the Border backs. Look how they skipped the pass twice, and then it's lovely running by Peterson, the right wing. Dutoy. Oh, that's well taken there by Judy's. Judy's doubling around and doing nicely. Now it's Lee, the fullback. Fotis Meyer, the fullback.
No advantage.
And very nearly Gerrit Bester thought that he may have got the try, but little knock on.
Nice to see the Boland players taking the ball through the tackle and then releasing it. Here's a nice example there. Taking a man out there, and it wasn't the knock-on, it was the forward pass.
Stander. And
Offside.
the Boland players offside. For a moment I thought it might have been for a late tackle, but the tackle was fair. So it'll be Stander to take the penalty.
Let's have a look at this. Ball being presented nicely. And man had got very, very close indeed. It was, in fact, Charles Dutoy, the scrum half for Boland, who was caught offside.
So Bowman with the throw. Nicely doubled around by Bowman. Now Rustenberg. And a good play now by Bart. He really is strong on the run now. It's Rushmere. Good carrying on there by Borntace. Now it's McCowan. Boland defence is stretched to the utmost. Then it's fed out there by Visa.
No advantage.
And good play by Border.
Around the ball.
Lovely little interplay there with the hooker. Bowman very prominent. Just trying to set up the platform. McCowan, Kutsia. McCowan, now Rustenberg, can he dot in? Yes, he's barrowed his way through, and that's really reward for some very hard work by this quick flanker.
Second try for the Border back row, and this time it's the flank forward Rustenberg. You see how low he got, and because he was that low, he was able to drive through the tackle of those two Boland players. See it again. That's a lovely body position, and very difficult to defend against somebody who's that low and driving hard.
And that was bad luck. Just clipping the top of the upright. Well, this had been very good build-up by the Border players, particularly from the line out, and then Rustenberg getting himself, as Andy was saying, into such a good position and making it unstoppable for the Boerlanders. So I'm sure his mates from Queens would be happy with that. And now this is a good play by Boland.
Down, number 2 on your feet, please, sir.
And it's Stander who's in trouble.
Find the space here from here. Let's go.
The restart kick coming back on the Border side, but nobody was able to put a hand on it. The hack ahead by Kuchelenberg, and that's where Stander got injured, and I think he got a knee in the head.
Well, Stander has recovered. That's Kuchelenberg. It is one of the laws that some players do have a little bit of a problem. When a guy is on the ground, you can't dive onto him.
5, 26, 15.
Keep going, guys.
That's a nice jump by Rushmere. Border line-out work has been very good. McCowan. McCowan again. Stark. Stander, little dummy run, then it's Harper. And it's good play again by Stark. That kick just going a little bit too far, and really expecting a bit too much from Charlie.
Referee had played some good advantage again, and Border getting the ball wide. The chip ahead was one for Charlie to chase.
Oh, and that's good work at the front of the line out by, it was Visa that time. Well picked up. It was beautifully picked up by Berger.
Very big boot from Peter Besson. Alvain Mayer.
Open up, Black.
And Bart going very high that time. Now it's good work by Muirhead.
Knock on. Bad luck, chaps. Knock on. Black ball scrum. Okay. Small knock on. Let it go. Let's go. Wait for the scrum ball. Wait for the scrum up. Wait for the scrum up. Wait. Wait. There's a ball in the field. Get closer.
Bart, Dutoy. And this is well played by the scrum half, McCowan. Then driven on by Bontes.
Okay.
Remember, at this level, it's half an hour aside, so we're almost halfway through the first half.
Boland leading by 10 points to 3. Border rather. Border's 2 good tries, and Boland just the penalty.
Now you see the front rows go down here, and Michael Katzenellenbogen thinks about blowing that, but the ball's available. A little kick ahead, and that's outstanding work by the scrum half for Border, Ryan McCowan. And Rustenberg seems to be a real flyer, the man in the number 7 shirt for Border.
So Gerrit Best is okay.
I don't care. Keep it up. Right, yes. Fine, fine.
And we have a replacement on. Gavin Butler has come on in the flank position. Good scrum by Border. Now a chance for the Border to Boland to get the backs going. This is a lovely run by Taysa, and eventually is held up by the fullback Lee.
Last forward.
A lovely backline movement that by Boland.
Scrum down.
Very nice work with the fullback coming into the line as the extra man. Lovely pass to release Taysa. Taysa thought he might have the legs, but that's very good cover from Freddie Lee, the fullback for Border.
So done.
McCowan. Bart. Stark rather. And then Rustenberg doing well. And then the hooker Bowman. McCowan. Stark. Nice hands by the Border players. And Lee coming up into the line.
Well, it just got a little bit crowded out there on the left wing for Border. They had too many players there. Stark did well through the tackle, but you can see there are eventually 4 players, 5 players, all inhabiting the space where you might have expected 2 or 3. And if that kick could have gone infield rather than down the line, they might still have made something of it.
So Kuchelenberg, the throw-in. Good line-out work by Boland. Dutoy, Kuchelenberg. Then picked up by Bart. Dutoy. Berger. And Dutoy the feed quickly again, that time to Swartboy. Lee. Oh, and that strong running there by Mornay Barnard. Rustenberg. Rushmere in quickly. Nice pass there from McCallum to Stark.
Lost forward. Lost forward.
And a little knock on there at the wrong moment for Border, because they had managed to work that ball back.
Well, again, it was great work by Rustenberg initially.
Warning, Border. Warning, above the hips, sir. Get up above the hips. Above the hips. Down, stay down. Ready now.
And that's a dreadful bounce there for Peterson. He recovered well. It was Harper who tried to work it out.
Hold him up! Hold him up!
Also a Queen's boy, Harper.
Hold him up! Got him up!
Down, Border ball. Border enter.
Well, Border doing well to retain the possession there.
3-3.
Above the hips.
3-3. Scrum, boys, scrum.
And another strong run from Stark. Just couldn't find McCallum on the outside. Then Borntace.
Down ball.
Borntace it was who went off, and now is back on the field.
Yeah. Wait, brown ball, wait. Wait.
McCallum, Stander, the skip to Lee, and this is good running, and then bad passing by Border, but well recovered there by Harper. It was his pass that went astray, and then he pulled off a very good tackle.
Well, it seemed as if those skip passes must have set up an overlap, but that pass from Jason Harper going behind Mornay Barnard, and in the end, as he was saying, Harper did a very good job to hold down Hayden Taser, who was looking as if he might sprint in at the other end.
Open up, Black.
Another good line-out jump by Stark, and then it was Rushmere who came round. Now it's a chance for Bowman. Bowman, look at the pace of the guy, and he's in for the try. Oh, well, wonderful work there by Adrian Bowman. Adrian Bowman, the only Dell College boy on the Border side.
Well, I can think of a few fly halves who would be proud of this try. Look at that chip ahead. And as he would say, the pace and the way that the ball sat up so nicely for him. If you didn't know he had a number 2 on his back, you would say he must be a fly half. Lovely work and nice camera work as well.
So Alex Stander just not quite getting the kicking right. And just watch this nice little pass there from McCallum, and then the chip ahead, and Bowman just outstripping the Boland guys, realizing that they hadn't gone in for the tackle, and just gaining his kicker a little bit of a better angle, but to no avail.
Do you reckon he meant to spin it back into him when he kicked it?
Now it's Visa. Now it's Rustenbach. I must say the loose forwards of Border have had outstanding games. McCallum. This is Stark.
Forward pass.
as it all seems to be coming from 7, 8, 9. Rustenberg, the number 7, Stark, the number 8, and this man McCallum, who is penalised for trying to get the number 8 Stark away, and that certainly didn't look forward from there, did it?
I must say that I think that in McCallum's favour there, he just had too many guys. He wasn't quite sure who to pass to.
Straight forward. Border, warning.
Boland just not having enough of the possession. Their backs have showed that they can run it, but the border loose forwards have made all the difference. Now they do get a chance, but it's again a little bit of a mess. This is good running by Kennedy. And can Kennedy make it all the way? No, just going towards the touchline a little bit too early. It was a good run by the centre, who played in last year's Coca-Cola Craven week.
Take him off the field. Off the field with the centre, he can be replaced.
Oh, he's just whacked himself on the nose there, and he's going to have to go off for a blood bin. Thought he might have had the pace to outstrip the cover defence, but that's a great tackle by Alwyn Burger. It's the man diving on him.
One of Boland's problems is the line-out work has been a little bit sloppy. Good work by Dutoy, and eventually the fullback Meyer did well to get his kick in, but McCallum, I think, who came off the side a bit eager.
Border coming offside, and it's the hooker who scored that outstanding try just now, Adrian Bowman, once again showing how quick he is.
So it's Meyer with the kick. Good punt.
Bolton 2. Bolton 2. Cancel, Bolton 2.
And so going to low at the back of the line out. Worked out by Basson. Dutoy. Then on the inside came Julies.
Last forward.
He's got number 10 on his back, but he's playing at centre this afternoon.
It is.
Boland, as he was saying, starved of possession and a little bit over-eager to use the ball when they do get it, flinging it around.
McCallum, almost a nice interplay with him and Stark, the captain, but Stark did well to play that ball back. McCallum, Rustenberg.
Get away from it, Black. Get away, get away, get away, Black.
Then Bowman going in to help. McCallum to Stark. Every time he gets the ball, he manages to get through the Boland defence, and this man as well. The two loose forwards having outstanding games. Bontes is the hard worker on the ground, and this is now good running on the outside there by Hill. Selborne College boy.
Well, the drift defence from Boland worked well here, as they just forced the ball wide, and there was just no room at all for Mornay Barnard.
Hill is on the field because Kennedy has gone off. Now you just see all the second phase that Border are getting, and as a result they lead by 15 points to 3.
Fine, let it come, let it come.
Another good ball for McCallum. Stark spends half his time at fly half and Rustenberg at centre. But good interplay amongst them. Now it's Stander, Harper. Oh, this is nice work by Lee. Can he find a man on the outside? He does so, but good defence by Meyer. It was Charlie who was unceremoniously hurtled into touch.
Just looked as if Freddie Lee, if he could have released the ball straight away, would have had Charlie away. Although, having said that, Altus Meyer came up very well to cover both.
16, 200.
Rushmere making life awkward for Boland at the front of the line-out. Good work there by Kuchelenberg.
Oh, hang on to him a little bit long there, but he was covering.
Lovely jump there by Vise at the line-out. McCowan, Stander, Harper the dummy run as the other one, and it was eventually good defence there by Julies, the Boland vice-captain. Dutoy. Mayer with the clearance.
Well, still the problem. Boland, when they do get the ball, forced to kick it away. It's a nice deep pass, and the show of the ball there, but the dummy was not bought by Wayne Julies, and he did well to stop that movement.
Good work again by Lowe. De Villiers gaining hard, the other lock forward.
In the mall, Brown.
So the border players managing to hold up that maul.
Wacht voor mij, wacht voor mij, wacht.
Stark gets his hands above the tackle nicely. McCowan just running into a bit of trouble and got roughed up a bit.
Last forward in the tackle.
I say got roughed up a bit. It looks like he's hurt his ankle, which would be unfortunate because he's given a very clean service.
Closer, closer.
Dutoy, Julies. Look at all those dummies that Julies pulled off, giving him a little bit of room. And it's Peterson who got the kick on the inside. Lee has a lot of ground to make up, so does Hill. Hill's in possession. Now Hill will have to release. And now Boland go ahead through Basson. And now this is a lovely run by Boland. And oh, what bad luck for them. They so badly needed a try at this stage of the game.
But they'll come back for the offside earlier in the movement. Again, nice refereeing to give the opportunity to Boland to score. And you felt that as that pass away from Edville Swartboy was put in, if he'd hung on to it, he might just have driven over the line himself.
Dutoy, and then the feed out to the rapid Janssen. And Dutoy just popping it up to Basson. Bester nearly getting over. Dutoy. Lowe. Now, has Lowe managed to retain the possession? Yes, they have. And that's a... Oh, no, now, does the referee say it's a try? Yes, he does.
Can place.
And it was that hard-working Ernst Janssen who got over for the try.
Well, remember, we saw this earlier this week. You are allowed to place the ball once you're tackled, but it looks to me, Hugh, as if he placed it twice here. We'll have a better look from this angle. Rustenberg is the man who makes the tackle. This is earlier in the movement, and now Janssen picks up, has a look. That's the first place, and that's the second.
That's another good place kick by Meyer from the Hoërskool Vredenberg. And Mr. Katzenellenbogen has blown his whistle for half-time as we see Janssens try again. You see him come through. Now, of course, he's not allowed to crawl, but I think that is actually within the laws. Well, this has been a good opening by Border. 3 tries to them. Boland coming back into the game at the end. Good place kicking by Meyer. There's the 3 loose forwards on the Border side that have really caught the eye. And Rustenbach, one of the stars of this. And maybe we'll see some more controlled play by the Boerlanders in the second half. We'll be back with you.
From the day we are born, the heart beats, the blood gushes, the sinew rips, the muscle burns, and the body aches from the day we are born until the veins run rich with pride.
Your favorite rugby is back, but in the form of a calendar.
On the line and going and home. The tries there.
12 months of all your rugby heroes. 365 days of non-stop action.
One of the all-time great tries.
So there you have it. 12 great reasons to phone through your order now. Exclusive to SuperSport, your channel of champions.
The following program is not suitable for viewers under the age of 18. There are no scenes of sex, nudity, strong language, or violence.
It was almost
Just pure, unadulterated action.
unbelievable.
Catch Lennox Lewis and Henry Akinwanda as they take to the ring to battle it out for the WBC heavyweight title. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. If you're a sensitive viewer, make sure you miss the action on Saturday the 12th. Exclusive to your channel of champions, SuperSport.
The classics in July. The British Lions hitting the high notes. We get into the swing of things in the British Open. The Tour de France will keep the tempo high. The trumpets will sound as the top brass take to the Wimbledon courts. The Grand Prix Series, a symphony of nail-biting heats. That's all the classics and all the brass. On SuperSport, you'll never miss a beat. Your channel of champions.
The SuperSport Action Cafe, the place where champions meet. Indulge a hunger for live sports action with a menu of sporting dishes tough enough to compete with any sports fan's appetite. Share the big game over a meal or drink in the company of friends. The SuperSport Action Cafe is now open across the country. For fans of sport and any fan of a good time, the SuperSport Action Cafe, your sports bar of champions. Over the past 4 years, South Africa has become part of the ultimate in adventure. Journey through the torturous SA selections and experience the internationals in Turkey and Spain. It is the world's greatest adventure, taking you across some of the world's most grueling terrain over 3 continents. Live the routes of Argentina, Paraguay, Chile, Mundo Maya, Kalimantan and Mongolia. Get inside the Camel Trophy for only $89.95. Call this number to be part of the adventure.
Welcome back to Half Park in Kimberley for the Coca-Cola Craven Week, which we will be bringing to you on a daily basis for the rest of the week. And Border leading Boland by 15 points to 10. To 10.
Choice. Scrum called. Scrum called, chaps, come on.
So the kickoff by Stander was a little too long. And so Charles du Toit will feed the scrum for Boland. Playing from right to left.
Down, wait. Get up, sir. Get up, number 3, I want you up. Here we go.
And so it's Mike Kutsia who's penalised. And Meyer is going to go for posts. And he's had 2 very good kicks so far.
Well, it looked as if Michael Katzenellenbogen penalised the front row there for lowering. And as you say, Hugh, probably Mike Kutsia. Very quick blow, so he was obviously very unhappy.
Well, this time he's not as successful, hasn't got the distance either. And that's a lovely punt by the full-back Lee.
Got through the ball quite nicely, but I think he just caught it a little bit low.
So Kuchelenberg to throw in. And again, it's a scrappy ball for Boland. Julie's just turning nicely. Du Toit. And then the little run by Burger. This is Julie's again. On the inside went Basson.
Julie's saw a big gap open up here, and you can see it very well from that angle. And if he could have got the inside pass away.
Quite right, Andy. If he could have got the inside pass away, it would have been a very nice little cut in by the wing. Stander.
Well, this was a problem area for Boland in the first half. You can see they won 7 out of 8, but it wasn't clean ball.
That's a lot cleaner as they try to maul it up. Du Toit, Kuchelenberg. Du Toit again. Julie's. It's out there that there's been a little bit of a problem. This is Meyer showing his paces. He's got the strength. He could have passed on the inside. Now it's the bounces. McCowan gets back, and look at that spectacular dive.
But it's a knock-on.
It was Swart Boy who went over. But let's just watch for the knock-on here, Andy. Or maybe it was forward, was it?
Well, this, firstly, it's a fine run from Altus Meyer, and that was the knock-on there. But 6 out of 6 for artistic impression.
Now a chance for Meyer. Oh, Meyer's done well. Then she got it away. This is Du Toit. Driven on by Lowe. And then Rushmere doing good work for Border. Laying it back to the hooker Bowman. He scored one of the better tries. And then strong work by the captain, Bradley Stark. McCowan. Now the referee waiting for the advantage. Watch Rustenbach. He really has got a chance, I reckon, of playing for South African schools as he belts up on the inside of Harper, who should have passed to him. And eventually, it's one of the replacements to Blanche, who got across with the cover.
Yeah, slightly disappointing to see the kick in this situation. Jason Harper taking it on the inside. He's got a man with him all the way, as you can see. That's a rather disappointing kick ahead, but Border will have the put-in.
Bowman to Rushmere. McCowan. Rustenbach. Rustenbach, who scored Border's second try. Now McCowan, good run in here by Muirhead. They'll want to try and work this ball back. McCowan just burying foot now. Stark. And then Bowman. And Bowman gets in for the try and his second.
Well, when the ball eventually came out, Stark did really well to take out two of the defenders, and Bowman drove through two more. And Stark really does seem to be the playmaker, much more so than Ryan McComb, who's the normally the scrum half.
Oh, that's a much better kick by Stander. His first success of the afternoon.
And here's Stark again. So he stayed on his feet through the tackle, offered some space, and Bowman, again, nice low body position. And Mr. Stander, who had a tough time in the first half, doing well in the second.
The restart by Burger, taken by Rustenbach. McCowan, Stark. Oh, it's a well-read interception by Bart. Has he got the pace? And well, he just couldn't find a player. But Boland managing to keep the momentum going. Dutoy low.
No advantage, number 3.
Still the driving on by Boland. They desperately need to get back into the game.
You can see very clearly Michael Katzenellenbogen has got that absolutely right. And it was Johan ter Blanche for Boland, who couldn't get the ball down. There he is, falling on his back. Can't get it down from there. Good defence from Border.
Now Bassinger's on the field for McCowan, the scrum half.
Border. Okay, we'll see now. Straight out with your shoulders, sir. Let's go. Let's go. Wait. Wait. Come again.
We don't often see that in rugby. Very nearly a tight head.
Same scrum.
Dutoy, Burger, and that's good running there by Tayser.
Killing it. Leave it. Leave. Here we go.
Chance for Boland to take a quick one.
There's the mark, sir.
And the drive forward by the Bolanders. They got behind the ball carrier very quickly, but good defense by Border.
Black.
But Boland will retain the initiative.
It's Peter Besson who made the drive for Boland. Couldn't get the ball down, and I think might have been winded in the process. Running at 2 men there, and he was held up, and I got a feeling he might have got an elbow under the ribs.
It was very strong tackle by Mornay Barnard, who was the winger against the front row, did very well. Dutoy, Meyer, and Meyer getting in and showing his pace and strength. And that's good running by the big Boland fullback.
That's super use of the short side as well, with the fullback offering the extra option. He's got the pace to go outside Rustenburg, and the final line of defence well drawn away by Hiren Teysa, who's out there on the left wing. That's a lovely angle to see it from, and I'm sure Rustenburg is kicking himself for missing it, and that's what it means to the Bolanders. And they've been a little bit outclassed in this game, but they've obviously got heart, and they've not given up at all.
Once again, I think Andy, you're quite right. I think he's just teeing it up a bit too high, but this was a nice little feed here from Charles Dutoy, and then Meyer all on it decided that he was going on his own, and there was no stopping him. Well, delight on those Boland boys' faces. Restart from Stander. And this is now, it was a good take by Blanche. Dutoy. And a nice clearance by Burger. So we've got 18 minutes left in this game. And Boland coming a little bit more into the game. But at the moment, it's Bowman of Dale.
Changing, Bananator.
Short armour for Boland because the border players joined the line out and then left it. It was Bart, the number 8, who made the running. Then Basson. Julius has done, in fact, Stander has done well here, because he's really buttoned up the ball for border. Yeah, well, that was good work by the border fly half. He got his hands on the ball and wasn't going to release it.
It was Gerrit Bester, the tight head prop for Boland, who took it in. Here he is, and you see that he can't get the ball down, and there isn't enough forward support around him to keep that maul going long enough.
McCowam, Stander. And then it was Barnard who's now operating in the centre. And this is good work by Dutoy. Charles Dutoy just 5-6 meters away from the borderline. Border desperately trying to get a boot to it. Now it's driven forward again by the Bolanders. And it's going to come back to them. And now it's the big man, Bester. And Bester drives it over the line, and the award, a try is awarded. Well, good work there by Gerrit Bester, but it was the little break into the border 22 by Charles Dutoy that set up the try.
Well, there is that break by Dutoy. And as he goes to ground here, he presents the ball backwards. That missed hack ahead by Stark enabled Boland to regain the ball. They got as close as that. And when it comes out now, there's very nice work out wide. by the players supporting Bester, the ball carrier. Here we go. See, Bester takes it through, and he's got 4 men around him, but very quickly the Bolanders come in and they drive low. Another very good example of low body position from Bester. Good try.
So Meyer now to level the scores with 15 minutes left. He's struck that well, and the touch judge has conferred, and we've really got a humdinger of a game on our hands here.
Here it is again, and you'll see Bester driving over. And again, it's so difficult to defend against that kind of body position. I'd like to see more of it in South African rugby.
Gerrit Bester is 100 kilograms, so a strong lad. Now, that's an interesting one. Michael Katzenellenbogen deciding that the border players were far enough away because Blanche picked the ball up in an offside position. Now, if the border players had been closer by and could have had a big advantage from that, it would have been a penalty to border.
Stay behind, stay behind.
Nice pass from McCallum, Stander, Lee. Now we've got Immelman on the field for Boland.
Tackle. Next scrum. Getting the ball, you're getting the ball, it's fine.
So again, super defence, this time from the Bolanders. And that's pretty even, and you would expect that with a 22-all scoreline.
I keep saying McCann for the scrum half, with great deference to Hendrik Bassinger, who's of course been on the field for about 10 minutes now. Replacements are coming on thick and fast. Now Border have another one. Hill is on the field in the right wing position with Barnard operating in the centre. Barnard from Hoërskool Grens, as is Bassinger, the new Border scrum half. Now it's he's lost it forward. That I was going to say, good running by Bradley Stark. He's had a good game today.
And I think it's quite an important time for him to show his captaincy ability, because Boland have fought back, and Stark, in this kind of situation in the first half, almost did nothing wrong at all. And he must just drill his troops.
Strong scrummage by Boland, and Meyer manages the clearance. Meyer, who's had a good game as well. He's a strong boy.
It's a bit of a late hit, but I don't think there was any intent there from Rustenburg on Meyer.
You heard the little word that Michael Katzenellenbogen, the referee, had to him, just said Rusty. Watch it. Now it's Bowman. Bowman's also had an outstanding game. 2 very good tries. There he is.
Wait. Wait.
So Charles du Toit to feed the Boland scrum. Oh, this is a lovely break here by Burger. Boland desperately trying to carry it on. And then also Rousseau going in, but look at this as Border now come away with the ball, a little bit too far away from Hill.
No advantage, not done.
Pass from Michali.
It is.
Well, Sultan Charlie coming off the left wing to get involved here, but earlier on, lovely break here from Alvain Burker. As he gets the ball away, Meyer did well in the tackle.
Number 3, you must
Meyer's just shown what a danger he is with that one try, a couple of strong runs, the Boland fullback. Dutoy, Burger, and then it's Julie's. In fact, the wing Taser who came hurtling through. Nice little play that by Boland. Dutoy. Basson. Nicely to Kuchelenberg. And a lot of pressure on Dutoy.
Get up. Wait.
Kijk back eens, kijk forward, terug.
Ja, nummer 2 moet op zijn voeten komen hoor. Come up your feet.
Kuchelenberg off his feet and playing the ball. He's gone down there, and he can't do that. Must get back to his feet first.
The kick by Lee. Meyer, nice take. And that's a good kick into the wind.
Ten minutes left and anybody's game, and Border have just stopped playing for the last 10 minutes. Wonder whether they can get it back again. This is Meyer, who's really provided thrust from the back for Boland.
And a good game by that man, Bowman, who threw in. This time not quite as successfully as he has all day. Burger, Julies. Swart boy just trying to make some ground, but the Border defense good in midfield. And it's come back to Brown. Bassinger. Nice pass by Stander. This is the Stark. And Kuchelenberg there.
Here you go, chaps. 2-1, first one.
See if we can spot this knock on. And there, that's gone forward.
Dutoy under pressure. Burger, Julies. Swart boy giving the kick ahead. Now Lee up for Border and just couldn't stay in, and the touch judge has his flag up. A good bit of cover and reading of the play by Lee.
Very even, but Boland's still trailing a little bit in the second phase department, although they've got a lot better in the second half.
8 minutes left, 22 points all.
Number 4. Cancel. 35. Weer 200.
What, keep me up. Get the space.
Which was good play by Basson. Dutoy, Burger, Julies. Oh, good running by Julies. Should have retained the ball. And now Border have it. Driven on there by the lock forward Visa. And then Muirhead. Bassinger doing well. Now it's Rustenberg, a little knock on. Harper thought he was away.
Oh, another example of where things have gone wrong. This is Stark again, and he and Rustenberg, the number 7, were almost joined at the hip in the first half, but it hasn't been quite the same story in the second.
And there's a tight head as Bassinger breaks, as scrum half should do from tight head ball. Stander, is this the match-winning drop kick? Well, just shaved the uprights, and a great effort there by Stander.
And that must have been so close. You could see the look on his face. I think he thought he'd got it. And just past. Michael Katzenellenbogen very well positioned.
Burger with the kick. Rustenberg read it well. This is Julies. Gets the ball away. That's not a bad cross kick. Not Hill, it's in fact Barnard who was under it. Now Visa, Bassinger, Stark. Good handling that by Rushmere. Hill now in possession. Dutoy, Meyer. And another good clearance by Meyer. Quickly in by Lee. This is Charlie. And can he get the pass away? No, oh, well taken by Rustenburg. Look at that beautiful pass by Harper as well. Now it's Bowman. He's got support from Harper. Harper could clinch it for Border and does. Well, that could be the winning score with 5 minutes, well, 4 minutes left now.
And it came from a quick throw deep inside Border territory. Wonderful linking between backs and forwards. And we'll see Charlie. Now, it looks as if he's going to knock it on here, but look how quickly he recovers. There's the ball, and it's gone backwards. Lovely hands from Rustenburg, and that's a lovely pass there from Harper, who, of course, is now aware that he must come up and support. He takes that final pass, and he's under the post. That really is an object lesson in how to support each other going forward.
Stunder's important conversion is over. Well, certainly the try of the game. You see this lovely running here by the hooker. The pass is released at exactly the right moment. And I must say that Adrian Bowman, outstanding stuff. Good running by Harper as well. His first pass was very important. He passed it under pressure and got it away. Bowman is now in possession. Bassinger, Stander. Now Rustenburg has the ball. Strong tackle there from Rousseau. Nice little touch that by Bassinger. And it means that Taysa had to carry it over the touchline. Border throw in.
See the way that Border are now slowing the game down, and they've got very professional at a young age.
Boland managing to rob them of it. Good work by Basson. Dutoy, Stander. Now that's been Boland's problem the whole game. Those passes going astray. Now it's Meyer. Can he pull it out of the back for Boland? Now the chase is on. And across comes Stark, the captain. And now to the counter-attack. And Julies has to go back for it, and the bounce is perfect for Border and Stark. But now we have the hooker Kuchelenberg for Boland. Dutoy, only one player, it's Rustenburg. And look at this run now. Can the support be there? It's a good dummy. He's going to make it. He must go round under the post. No, oh, well, he's just gained a little bit of ground for his side. It was Peterson who got the touchdown. And now Meyer is left with a pressure kick.
Oh, what a finish to the game. This up and under from Dutoy was absolutely crucial. Rustenburg couldn't field it, and look at the pace from Peterson. The lovely dummy inside. Remember Matt Dawson doing that in a test match a couple of weeks ago, and that is a super piece of covering from the Border player who's last in your screen, because he's kept him out wide. It's all going to be about the kick from here, but the lovely dummy and Peterson across. What a wonderful finish.
And Lee doing well here to go in and pressure, and Stander. Stander was right up there as well, and prevented Peterson from going right round behind the posts. And now, somewhat unfortunately, all the pressure on Altus Meyer. Oh, that's bad luck for Meyer and for Boland as Michael Katzenellenbogen blows his whistle. Meyer, I say, somewhat unfairly given the pressure, the kick. He had to take it, of course. And so great joy for the border players. There's their captain, Stark, who had a very strong game, I would say. And one must feel sorry for Boland in the fact that they were able to pull a lovely little kick ahead by Charles du Toit, and then the rest done by Peterson. But this is the man of the match, is Adrian Bowman from Dale College, who scored 2 tries and set this one up for Harper.
Yeah, and I was very impressed by the way that both teams wanted to play the game here. There's our man of the match, but really all 30 players, and in fact, with most of the replacements coming on, about 40 players, have done brilliantly here. Border, I think, the classier side of the two. Boland had great heart. They never gave up, and I think they can hold their heads high. That they scored 4 tries to 5. Border, I think, we'll see again.
Moment.